Hey guys, if you're looking to invest in a property in Zimbabwe, then this is the video for you. In fact, this is a whole channel for you. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. So interesting facts, the property market in Zimbabwe has been on a rise for the past few years from about 2017, reaching its peak in around 2021, and they're now facing a decline, and it's estimated to continue decline over the next few years. What does this mean, guys? This means that we're going to have less supply and we're going to have more demand. More demand, why? It is also estimated that currently we have a shortage of housing units of about 1.2 million in Zimbabwe. This looks like a great opportunity. This means that this is the right time to invest. This is a good opportunity for you to invest. Guys, what happens when demand is high and supply is low? This means that prices eventually will go up for the property market. Your rentals will probably go up. And I think we've been experiencing this for the past 3 years. If you track, the rental prices have been going up. The same houses that you were going to rent for $200, they're now going for $300, $400. The same houses that you were renting for $100 are now going for $200, $150. So the prices have already started going up in terms of rentals. I remember, guys, 3 years back or 2.5 years back, a full house in Budiro, you'd get it for about $200 US, and then now you can get a full house in Budiro from about $300 to $350. So you can see that the prices of rentals have already started going up. So I have a couple of people that have reached out to me asking for more information so that they can make a decision on which property to invest in, and some of them want to invest in a property which will give them income. Okay, so we're going to look at properties that were featured on this channel so that you guys can have a point of reference. In the future, we will look at other properties which I have not yet featured. So guys, that's why I'm saying please subscribe. There is more to come, so you definitely miss out if you don't subscribe. So number one on the list, we have Alon East. Alon East is located a few kilometers from the CBD, about 7 kilometers, and a few meters from the airport. You can literally see the airport from Alon East. You can see aeroplanes taking off from Alon East. And as I mentioned, for point of reference, please do look back in my previous videos. You will see a tour of this property so that you can have a better understanding and a better picture of the properties. Alon East has been developed up to spec, you guys. It's got good roads. The development is on point. We've got houses that are being built there which are on point. This means that these properties can be used as Airbnbs. Airbnbs fetch higher rentals than the normal rental models that we use. Of course, just like anything else, there are disadvantages and advantages to each and every area that I'm going to mention in this video. I think for Alon East, if it's worth mentioning, the only disadvantage that I saw there was that it's close to airport, and if you've had experience with airports in Zimbabwe, there are thieves. But not to take away that, it's still a good gated community because there will be security. I'm sure they're in the process of putting in security measures right now. So that one it's a no-brainer. It's still a good investment. It's still a good investment for Airbnb. It's still a good investment for rentals. It's still a good investment if you want to live there. Looking also at Alon Estate, which is close to Alon East. Alon Estate was developed by a completely different developer. Alon East, as mentioned in the previous video, was developed by Gate. Alon Estate was developed by Cardinal Properties. Both properties are on point. Alon Estate is more developed right now. You can see because there are more houses. Guys, it's gorgeous. If you've been there, you know what I mean. It's gorgeous. The aesthetics, the environment is good. It's beautiful. It's very, very much ideal for Airbnbs. And because it's close to the airport, you've got a market of people coming to the country, whether for business or for tourism. So it's very convenient and it's close to the CBD. And then number two, I'll talk about Millennial Heights by West Properties. Millennial Heights is located in the heart of Borodo. And guys, you all know Borodo is the area for the elite in Zimbabwe. Yes, there are now more developed areas than Borodo, but it's still considered one of the areas for the elite in Zimbabwe. This means that it's also very ideal for Airbnbs. At Millennial Heights, it's more of flats. So when you look at Alon East is more of residential houses. There are no flats there as of yet. I haven't seen any flats. I don't know if there are going to be future prospects of flats. And then for Millennial Heights, these are more of flats. They are ideal for rentals more than Airbnb just because they are flats, but they can also work for Airbnb simply because of where they are located. And then for the rentals, for those people who are up class, up there, they would want to rent in areas like Borodo. So you will fetch a higher rental for those areas. And then from the research I've done, for Alon East, you can fetch a rental of from $800 going up to about 1.5, depending on the size and design of the house. And then for Borodo, you can fetch rentals from around $800 going up to 1.5 and $2,000, depending also on the size and location or design of the house. And then for these apartments, I'm sure you can fetch from about 800 to 1.5 rentals per month. And then up next, we've got Aspire Heights. Aspire Heights is in Aspendale. Aspendale is close to the areas like Mfakosi, Old Marimba, and close to Budiro as well. So Aspire Heights is an ideal location because it's very, very close to industrial areas such as Willowville. And it's good for those who want to rent close to their workplaces so that the commute to work is shorter, and it's reasonably closer to town as well. Please do also check out the video on Aspire Heights, and then you can also take a look at the tour of the place and everything, and you see if you like it or not. But I think it's a very thumbs up. It's a good investment. Hey guys, I think it's worth mentioning that these flats are a bit small. Is a disadvantage to this area or this flat in particular. The target market is usually the young professionals still starting off or still growing, young couples, young families, still growing, still finding their feet. So yeah guys, I think for the videos that I have or the places that I featured on my channel, these are the areas that I feel are very much ideal for those who want to invest in properties that can give them rentals every month. Not that the other properties are not good for rentals, they are, but I think these ones are better investments in terms of that kind of model. The major factors that I looked at to say these areas are the ones that I feel like are more ideal. All the other areas, they can still work, you can still get people to rent and everything, but I think you'd fetch lesser rentals than these areas that I've mentioned because of number one, I think the major thing there is location. Closer to work, closer to the airport, closer to the industrial areas, those areas will fetch higher rentals because they are closer to where people would want to go to. So yeah, and then also I looked at the development of the area. So for instance, we looked at Arlington, it's well developed. Even Aspire Heights, I think they did a good job to develop their community. They did a good job to develop the Aspendale community. They did a good job with the flats as well. So we're also looking at that. Same with Millennial Heights. Those flats were developed to spec, they're good, they're classy. So I'm also looking at those two major factors. Not saying the other developments are not good, they're also good, they're very ideal for development, they're also very good. Some of them you can even find nicer houses in the areas such as Fairview and Rainham rather than at Arlington and everything else. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. And please look out for the next videos. Please also check out my previous videos on the property tours that I've done so that you can also make a better decision when it comes to investing in your property.